Joining us right now is Booking Holdings CEO Glenn Fogel. He's also a CNBC CEO Council member and a longtime squawker. Glenn, it's great to see you this morning.
Good morning, Andrew. How you doing?
I'm great, and it sounds like you're doing pretty great, too. I think the real question everybody wants to know is how long does this hold up? The numbers have been extraordinary. And does the YOLO life continue for the American public?
Well, not just the American public. Don't forget, we reported record room nights for the year, almost 900 million room nights. But I made the point that was going against some pretty big headwinds. Asia didn't open up till the end of the year. We were also fighting against what was, if you recall, the beginning of the year, we had substantial problems with the virus, and that's hopefully gone away. So we're still looking forward. There's still a lot of tailwinds for us coming ahead, along with certainly the American travelers certainly enjoying going around.
What are you seeing in terms of hotel pricing right now?
It's high. There's no doubt it is high. And you look at it when you're booking and think, wow, that's a lot of money. The interesting thing to me, though, is what we are not seeing is we're not seeing people trading down for a lower star rating, and we're not seeing people cutting back in the number of nights they're going to stay when they go on a trip.
That's where I was going with the question, which is, we've been watching Walmart, we watched Amazon, we've been watching Home Depot, and there has been a sense, at least in those places, that people are trading down, that there's the beginning little cracks, and that's what I think a lot of people are trying to, I don't know if they're focused too much on, but in terms of where the American consumer really is. And I'm curious how you think that manifests itself in travel. Is travel different? If travel is different, why travel may be different?
Well, I think there are a couple of things happening there, and it's not. Luckily, we have also Open Table, which is, of course, our restaurant reservation, so I can see trends there too. And I think we have a couple of things happening. First of all, people were, let's face it, they were cooped up in their homes for a long time with the pandemic, and people want to travel. That revenge travel is still happening right now. That's one. Two, I think you still people are saying, look, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. You talk about that YOLO life. People saying, I can travel now. I'm going to go enjoy those things I wanted to do. And perhaps during the pandemic, they actually bought a bunch of things because they were in their homes. Now they don't need to go to Target. They don't need to go to Home Depot. And they say, hey, I want to go to Paris. Maybe that's part of it, too.
In terms of international travel versus domestic, in terms of where you're seeing it, is there any interesting trends there?
Well, it is going up. Each quarter, we've got a little bit more in terms of our international, transnational travel versus just staying within your own country. It's still going up, but it's not to where it was in 2019. I reported 48% of our business being international, meaning that going across borders. And that is not quite up to where we were in 2019. So again, another tailwind for us is more international travel, I think, is going to happen, particularly because Asia still has a lot to come. And they're still not quite up to where we are in the U.S. in terms of getting out of that pandemic restriction area.
Can I ask you a sort of gadget geeky question?
Sure.
Who do you feel like you compete against now? I mean, you're obviously against the airlines themselves, against the hotels themselves. But when you look at, like, I'm a kayaker. I think you know that because of the UI, right? I like just I think it's an easier way to find the thing that I'm looking for. Who do you think is doing it well that's not you?
Somebody who's doing well who's not us. Well, I think there are a tremendous number of competitors out there, and I keep telling every regulator that this is an extremely competitive market. Look, sometimes you just need exactly what you want, and you go directly to the supplier because that's what you want, and it's easy to do it, and it's not complicated. You go right there, and that definitely is something that we compete against because somebody says, "Look, I know I want to go to this hotel in this city, and I need it one night for a business trip, and it's so easy. I just click and go," and I get that. And maybe they have a loyalty program which someone's going to get some points out of. The fact is, though, travel overall, though, generally very complex. And we've seen all the problems that have happened over the last couple of months in terms of weather and other types of problems when you are traveling. It's good to have someone like us there to help you navigate those kind of problems.